Here is the uncomfortable truth. The biggest thing holding you back from success isn't lack of money, time, or even opportunity. It's fear. Fear of failing. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being enough. And until you face it, you'll keep playing small while your dreams wait on the sidelines. Welcome to Think Big Friday. Every Friday we challenge small thinking, crush limiting beliefs, and fuel bold action. Today, I'm breaking down the truth about fear, and I'll give you 3 powerful ways to overcome it, so you can finally step into the life you were meant for. The first truth is this: fear is a story, not reality. Fear feels real, but most of the time, it's just a story your mind is telling you. Think about it. How many times have you imagined the worst case scenario only for it never to happen? I know people who never started their business because they thought, what if I fail? But the real danger was never failing. The real danger was never trying. Fear magnifies the possible negatives while ignoring the possible positives. It tells you you'll lose money, but forgets to mention you might build wealth. It whispers they'll laugh at you, but stays silent about they might admire you. Here's the mindset shift. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I succeed? That one question rewires the story. Fear tells and puts you back in control. The second truth is this: fear shrinks with action. You don't overcome fear by waiting until you feel ready. You overcome fear by acting before you feel ready. Fear is like a shadow. It looks huge when you stand still, but the moment you move forward, it begins to shrink. Think of the first time you spoke in front of people, or the first time you tried something new. You were nervous at first, but once you started, the fear began to fade. Why? Because action kills fear. Successful people don't have less fear. They just act in spite of it. They use fear as fuel, not as a stop sign. Here's a challenge. Pick one thing you've been avoiding because of fear. Send that email. Apply for that job. Post that idea online. Take the first small step. You'll be surprised how quickly the fear loses its power. The third truth is this: fear disappears when you focus on purpose. Fear thrives in self-focus when you're worried about how you look, how you'll be judged, how you might fail. But the moment you shift your focus to purpose, fear starts to fade. Think about a firefighter. They don't run into burning buildings because they're fearless. They run in because their purpose-saving lives is bigger than their fear. The same applies to you. If your dream is only about you, fear will always win. But if your dream is tied to a purpose bigger than yourself, your family, your community, your mission, then suddenly the fear feels small compared to the reason you started. Purpose creates courage, and courage beats fear every single time. Let me ask you, what's the one fear that's been holding you back? Drop it in the comments. You'll realize you're not alone. And if this is hitting home, tap that like button and subscribe, because every Friday we go deeper into the mindset shifts that help you live boldly. Now here's the thing: fear isn't your enemy. In fact, next week, I'll show you how fear can actually become your greatest teacher and even your secret advantage. You don't want to miss that one. By the way, if today's message spoke to you, make sure to also check out last Friday's video where I revealed why your potential is too valuable to waste. That clip will give you the spark you need, and together with today's lesson, it will push you to think bigger and act bolder. Here's the takeaway: fear only has the power you give it. The moment you act, the moment you focus on your purpose, fear loses its grip. Stop letting fear write your story. It's time to think big and live bigger. And before you go, don't forget, click here to watch Wednesday's Wealth Wisdom video on 3 money traps keeping people broke. It's the perfect companion to today's lesson, because fear and money are 2 of the biggest chains people need to break free from. Let's grow together.